It's Sunday. Come for a wander around Poulton again. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. It's lively for a Sunday, but it's pretty quiet compared to last night. So I don't imagine there would be anybody out here. It's 4 degrees in the car. It's really cold. See if I can find someone. Well, these are the locations that people report this man sleeps rough. I've been here every night for the last week or so. He ain't been here. Hope that's not what I think it is. But yeah, I keep coming and looking for him. But he ain't here. Ain't nobody here. I'll have a wander around, see if I can find him. I mean, I'm currently on the car park at the Aldi in the middle of Poulton. And I mean, if I had to choose somewhere to sleep rough, I would choose somewhere that's like a shopping centre, that it's closed off at night, pretty secluded. But then in the daytime, you've not far to travel to sort of find somebody that's sleeping rough. But I had a little look down here, like down there. That would be a perfect little hidey hole. But like, there's nobody there. Bins are a big spot. Nothing down there. I'm not even going to try and open it. And that's that. So nothing of real interest. The chap claims to sleep rough, but many people do claim to sleep rough. Let's put it another way. If I had a guitar and I was out here playing music, giving a performance, and people decided that they wanted to reward that performance, they'd call that busking. But if your performance is method acting and you are acting out a play, a scene, you know, is there much difference between busking and method acting? And that's the question I've got, because a lot of the people that I've met on the streets are technically method actors. They really get into their role and they're not as desperate as they think they are. Well, I'm currently inside a little hollow by some trees, inside a big fir tree, which looks big enough to accommodate somebody, but it doesn't look like it does accommodate somebody at the moment. You know, there's not many signs of life here, and the ones that are here do look like teenage signs of life, really. Yeah, it's pretty dodgy walking through the park at night, not just because I'm carrying a flipping torch around and I look dodgy like I'm a burglar, but like, there was a guy with a huge dog then, and his dog nearly whacked me. His dog was a big husky or a Malamute. He nearly jumped up at me, the guy could hardly contain him. Anyway, keep looking for our chap. Another thing that I remember, he had a sort of I transported him from here to South Shore, so I've been in a vehicle with this lad. You pick up mannerisms, you pick up tics, tells, things like that off people, and he had a bit of a cough. I must admit, while I've been in the park, it's been really quiet and there's been no coughing sound, so couple that with the visual search that I've done, I'm pretty confident he's not here. Nice quiet place to sleep though. Right, I'm done for tonight in Poulton. Go and have a chat with my friend Paul at the Cube on the door. See if he's seen anybody. See, I've not just got myself looking, because I used to work in nightclubs. Been round and talked to all my doorman mates, and I've asked them to keep an eye out for me. So I'm not just one man working this alone. I have a network. Quite a big network if I want it. I've got nearly 20,000 people that I can contact directly straight away who live in the local area. I only use it for really, really important things. And finding a man, although is important, I don't think he wants to be found. I'm really not sure what this is doing here. It's interesting though, isn't it? Wonder what it is. I'm just in the town centre at the moment, and I've contacted a chap called Jimmy, who's behind me over here. He says he come on the train 2 weeks ago with some mates. His mates have left him here. Just doing a quick one, nipping back to my house to pick up a sleeping bag. I found this chap by the Ashley Foundation's charity shop. He's sleeping in their doorway. Told me he was called Jimmy. Said he came here 2 weeks ago on a train, jumped the train, he said. 2 weeks ago. Came with some mates. His mates have buggered off and left him. He was asleep when I saw him, so I'm calling this guy a genuine rough sleeper because it's midnight and he is asleep. He's not out begging. He wasn't sat in a prominent place that people walk past. He looks legit. So I've given him one of my homeless rucksacks that were donated by the Montgomery school kids. His comments were, that's really nice, but he can't eat the sweets because he's got no teeth, and what good's the toothpaste to him? So I don't know. He's got a bit of a sense of humour still. Distinguishing features, couldn't really tell anything other than he's got a long teardrop tattoo on his left eye, and no teeth, or very, very minimal teeth. So yeah, I've nipped back to mine to get a sleeping bag for him. He had one, but it was one of these stupid summer buy it from the petrol station type, only good for 1 season. So I'll give him a 4-season sleeping bag which works down to -11 because it's 4 degrees and he's sat on cold concrete, which will be colder. It's 1:45. The temperature dipped to 3 momentarily. It's now back to being 4 degrees in the town centre, but as I was travelling through, it's colder where there's less houses, let's just put it that way. So I'm coming back up this way to see Jimmy, who I met about 40 minutes ago. Had a quick chat with him. Been home, picked up a sleeping bag, which I have a few of at my house for just this purpose. I should have put a spare one in, if I'm honest, but I forgot. So there's that. And here he is in this doorway. As promised. I'm back, Jim. So let's see how this goes. Where's my fucking pocket? There it is. Alright, Jimmy, only Will again. Jimmy! Jimmy, it's Will. I've come back with your sleeping bag, mate, and some food. It's only Will. You're all right. Hello, it's only Will again. Said I'd come back, didn't I? I've come. I've got you some food. I've got you another sleeping bag. Sorry to disturb you. I told you I'd come, mate. I don't make promises and not fucking come through on them. I've got you a choice. Well, you can have them both if you want. There's a chicken, mayo with lettuce and red onion. And then I've also got you a cheese and onion, if you want that. And then a bottle of pop, like you asked. Iron brew, do you? Fucking proper stuff. No worries, mate. And then this is. Yeah, of course. That's very thoughtful of you. I'll put it in the side pocket of that for you. Do you want me to take them toothpastes and toothbrushes back?
No, I got no toothpaste, no teeth.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm rubbish with teeth. I've only got a couple left. A fella called Ruben on the Strand over there, wearing a Hollister coat, which is quite nice. But he said he's been living with his friend. He's had an argument with his friend. His friend's booted him out. He's got nowhere to stay. So that's him. That's on the Strand. That's 4 people I've seen tonight. One who I think is one of my regulars. He's a very good method actor, and he comes up with an excuse for everything. We featured him in a video. I can see someone else sat down over here though, so let's go and have a fucking look at them. Oh yeah, while I was outside walkabout as well, I bumped into a friend of mine who is working as a DJ in the town and also living in poverty in the town, and is struggling living with a friend in a flat share, but if it wasn't for that he'd be on the streets. And then if he has an argument with this friend, he has to go somewhere else. He said he's not been food shopping in weeks. He's really fucking struggling, and he's just bobbling along. He's suffering from a bit of depression, which is causing him bother. Which is causing him bother. It's pretty quiet down this end of town. My usuals aren't here because there's nobody about. So yeah, even people who live in houses are pretty much living in poverty, abject poverty. So there's work to be done. There's definitely work to be done. It's a bit of an odd town, Blackpool. I mean, it's 1:15. I'm on the main street. There's nobody about. Oh, 2 people walking past there. So I've come literally 400, 500 yards from where there's bustling bars and clubs and people. Oh, I found somebody, excuse me. A fella asleep in Marks and Spencer's doorway, and I really don't want to wake him up because he's fucking proper snoring. He doesn't look like he's freezing. He's well covered. He's got cardboard underneath him, but he looks like he's in his 50s, 60s maybe. It's hard to tell. Fucking rough, mate. Real fucking rough. Hey mate, are you asleep? Hello, my name's Will. Just come to check on you to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of bits in my car around the corner, bits of sweets and fucking chocolate biscuits and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you alright for a bit of grub? Do you want me to go and grab it for you?
If you would, please, yeah.
I didn't want to disturb you because you were snoring away there. But I see what I've got. I've got some gloves and stuff as well, I think. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm parked up by Queen Street.
Thanks, man.
I'm Will, by the way.
I'm Jack, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jack. You're alright. Oh, cool. Right, let's go and get this guy some fucking... Let's go and get him some stuff. I'm going to drive back. Poor fucking guy. Jeff. Alright, let's Fucking come and help the man. By the way, Blackpool Borough Council, you see all these double yellow lines and stuff? While I'm doing this work, they can get to park where I want. If you're not going to do the job, I'll send you the bill for every ticket you give me. Only me again, brother. Sorry about that. All I've got in my car is 4 packs of cheese and onion crisps, some toothpaste, toothbrush, baby wipes if you need them. I've got some thermal socks. These gloves will do you now, I think these are the ones where they're fingerless and they've got a little thing for putting over. They call them shooter's mitts, but stick them on now, they'll keep you decent. There's a change of clothes in there as well. So I'll put it all in here. It's yours, mate. These were put together by local school kids, to be honest. No worries, that's fine by me. Well, that's job done for tonight. It's a difficult one, really. I can't do more for these people right now. I mean, he's genuinely homeless, bless him. He doesn't look like he's drunk. He doesn't look like he's on drugs. He's an elderly man sleeping on the bloody street. And he needs to come off it. And he can't help himself. If he's got no address, we can give him an address to claim benefit from and stuff like that. But he needs to come with us to get it. Or, I mean, if I'm out on a Tuesday, I'll pick him up and take him down. And then when we're finished, I'll drop him back off. But I shouldn't really do that because I'm not a taxi. Oh, there's someone messaging. See you in a bit. It's 2 AM. I've just had a message into my Facebook page saying that the local hospital is absolutely swamped with people and they are calling for any off-duty staff to come in and man the pumps to help. I'm going to go and see if I can volunteer to help to do something, whether it be pushing people from place A to B if they need, whatever. I'll sweep up if I have to. So I popped to the hospital at 2 AM to speak with the senior matron. I'd had a report on my Facebook page that the hospital was struggling for staff tonight and that there was like big waiting times. They put out a Facebook post earlier asking for any off-duty staff to come in. So with me getting a message at 2 in the morning, I thought, well, if it's got any worse, let's go down and see if I can spread the word about getting some off-duty staff in, even though it's 2 in the morning. Spoke to the matron. She said they're fine, they've got a handle on it now, they don't need any extra help, that's okay. But on the way out there was a lady sleeping on the chairs by the main entrance, so I've been talking with her for an hour. She's called Caroline. She's tried it a few times in Vincent House and Gorton Street and other places. She's struggling with addiction. She's got a small alcohol issue, but she's just been discharged from the hospital today. She's got a lung infection. They've given her a bag full of medicine, which I've seen, amoxicillin, and they've discharged her. She's still got a hospital band on, and she's nowhere to go. So she's just sleeping in the reception of in the doorway. You know, the urgent care centre here. So she's literally just sleeping in there. I've given her a bag full of goodies. She's got a nice new shiny hat with rhinestones on it. So one of the kids that gave her that from the local school, Montgomery, thank you very much. She loves it. She's got gloves. She's got stuff to clean herself up with. So she's got shower gel, shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush. She said, I haven't brushed my teeth in 4 weeks. I was like, well, here you go. You've got everything you need now. I've promised her that I'll look for her tomorrow and I will meet her at the library. She said she'd be at the library in the afternoon because she's nowhere else to go. So that's 3 people tonight that are genuine that I've found. 2 out on the streets, one of them at the hospital. I thought I saw me Glaswegian lad from the hospital there, but it turned out to be somebody else, so that's okay. Still not found me Polton rough sleeper. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock now. I've been here at the hospital talking with this lady for over an hour. She's genuine. She might have messed the council around a couple of times, but people with with mental health issues do, you would, well, it's all underfunded. It's an absolute joke. I want to do what I can for these people, but it's limited. What I can do is very, very limited. I've had enough for today. I'm going to bed. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. I'll update you tomorrow.